just because I could not pay the rent. I posted my situation on Facebook and WhatsApp looking for help, but all I could get were 2 likes and 0 comments. So I sent 250 messages to my contact list requesting for a loan of 500 Ghana cedis. Unfortunately, only 10 people responded. 6 out of the 10 people said they could not help me, and only 1 out of the 4 who promised to help me gave me some money. The other 3 people gave me no excuse and never took my calls. In the end, I was ejected. I did not have a place to sleep. I walked in the dark looking for options, and unfortunately, a thief stole my empty wallet with my identity card. In his haste to get away from me, he crossed the road without looking. He was badly hit by a car on high speed without his body being identified. Only the wallet containing my identity card served as a marker. The news spread quickly the next day that I had died. 628 people posted on my Facebook wall how they knew me and how kind I was. A committee was formed by my supposed faithful friends who raised 9,000 Ghana cedis to feed people at my funeral. My work colleagues, who never existed while I struggled to pay for my rent, organized themselves and raised 7,500 Ghana cedis for my coffin, tents and chairs. I had to be buried in a coffin worth 6,000 Ghana cedi, but as they hastily bought it, there was a man who sold it to them for 2,500 Ghana cedi, saying it was his contribution. The family met again. It was a rare opportunity for the family to meet again. For my funeral, the family contributed 2,500 Ghana cedis. Everybody wanted to volunteer to show that they were participating. They printed t-shirts and polos for more than 1,500 Ghana cedis. Imagine the scene when I showed up on the day of my burial. In Ghana, Africa and some parts of the world, people celebrate the dead more than the living. In the illustration above, the same man who could not raise only 500 Ghana cedi for his rent while alive could raise a whopping 29,000 Ghana cedi while he was deemed dead. If we have the opportunity to help, why would we rather help the dead instead of the living? Every minute someone leaves this world behind, we are all in line without realizing it. We never know how many people are before us. We cannot step out of the line. We cannot avoid the line. So while we wait in line for us to be served with death, make moments count, make priorities, make time, make your gifts known, make your voice heard, make somebody smile, make the change, make love, make up, make peace, make sure to have no regrets, and above all, make sure you are ready. One African proverb says, "The fall of the brown leaf is a reminder to the green ones." This is a letter from a late mother to her son, 3 days after her burial. Dear son, I want to know why I died like a poor woman when I had a son like you. My son, I wanted to bless you before I die, but I have taken my blessings away. My breakfast, lunch and supper were a challenge when I was alive, but you spent money to cook all types of food, meat and different types of drinks on my burial day. Son, you chose to spread and rub my body with costly fragrance when I was using granite oil as my cream. You dressed my corpse with expensive clothes, while my clothes were in shreds and tatters while I was alive. When my corpse was in the morgue, you came to check on me from time to time, yet you came to visit me once a year when I was alive. You care about my corpse more than my living soul. The most painful thing is the kind of expensive casket you put my corpse in when I was living in an uncompleted house. You completed the house, painted and cleared the compound in 1 week just to celebrate my corpse. Now you wrote a tribute to me saying, "Mama, I love you so much. Rest in peace," when I died with a broken heart. We must appreciate people and invest in them while they breathe and walk the earth. We must not postpone our help till tomorrow. What if tomorrow never comes? This audio is born out of genuine concern for neglect for our family and friends while alive, but will do everything under the sun to lavishly embellish their dead remains while they are gone. I'll finish this with some of the words of Garth Brooks' song entitled, "What If Tomorrow Never Comes?" Sometimes late at night, I lie awake and watch her sleeping. She's lost in peaceful dreams, so I turn the light out and lay there in the dark. And the thought crosses my mind, if I never wake up in the morning, will she ever doubt the way I feel about her in my heart? If tomorrow never comes, will she know how much I loved her? Did I try in every way to show every day that she's the only one? And if my time on earth were true, and she must face this world without me, is the love I gave her in the past going to be enough to last? If tomorrow never comes, so tell that special person that you love just what you are thinking of. If tomorrow never comes, I believe it is time to polish that life you left neglected. It is time to rise up to touch the life you left unattended to all this while. As we usher in a new year, make the living count more. Touch lives in all places. Be the reason the living will smile, but not the reason the dead will jubilate. Let us live lives that will help people who are alive more than those who are dead. Thank you for listening, and don't forget to share.